Hi, how are you?
Can I call you BC? Is that all right?
You see, that's perfect.
Nice. Where you at? You in California?
I am. I'm in LA.
So jealous. Now, what's new? You probably got a lot of things going on, don't you?
Well, I'm in the process of signing my record deal and just writing. I'm in the studio every single day with different people trying to figure out who I work the best with and just getting more options for different songs for the album and hopefully putting a single out as soon as possible and, taking this time to get myself out there as an artist instead of just a songwriter.
Now, let's touch on that for a second. I think it's amazing. You write all your own music, don't you?
I do. I've been co-writing a lot. I'm working with a lot of different people right now and narrowing it down to figure out who's the best producer for my album. But yeah, I write everything I do.
Where's your inspiration come from? I'm 24 now. I caught the tail end of the 90s alternative scene. I feel some of that in your music, maybe a little bit of classic rock. It's pretty eclectic. Where's that come from?
Oh man, I have so many influences. It's crazy. I grew up listening to Gwen Stefani and Alanis Morissette, and then I started listening to Britney Spears and went through my NSYNC days, and then I really had the days of Led Zeppelin and Aerosmith and Guns N' Roses and Queen, and I'm influenced by so many different people.
You've been at this for a while too, right? You graduated high school at 16?
I didn't. I got out of regular high school at 16 and then did independent studies so I could tour with a cover band that I was with for like 6 months, and then I moved to LA and started writing and recording my own material.
Didn't you work with Seth Riggs?
Seth Riggs, yes, he's my vocal coach.
Hasn't he coached some pretty famous people?
Yeah, he has. He's definitely given me a lot of confidence. That's the main thing. I mean, besides his awesome technique, obviously, but the one thing was coming here was him just encouraging me and being like, you are hitting these notes, you're hitting Aretha Franklin's notes, and it's just, it's a boost of confidence which really takes singers to a different level, I think.
Your voice is actually kind of scratchy, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I like it because it's not that average cookie-cutter BS you hear from pretty much every new artist coming out right now.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I guess it's just sticking with what you are instead of listening to people, because I've had people, when I first started singing, people were like, take out the growl in your voice, take out that rasp. I'm like, I don't know. So I've trained myself to where I, can on certain times, but it's just my voice. I don't even smoke cigarettes. People think I'm a cigarette smoker. I don't.
Well, I think it's great. Right before you're on the phone with you, I was listening to Maybe I'm Wrong. Is that the name of the song?
Maybe, yes.
Kind of emotional. Is there a story behind that?
There's stories behind all of my songs. Well, that one, Maybe I'm Wrong. It was just a time in my life. I wrote that one before If I Were a Boy, and I guess I was wrong. That's all I have to say about that one.
He's probably a douchebag anyway.
Yeah. And you write songs about it.
I still feel like you're approachable and kind of humble, but your average artist, and this might happen to you, could go on and on about how great they are. I need you to sum up your entire existence, everything you were, are, or ever will be, in 5 words. Not to put you on the spot or anything.
Okay, no, that's okay. I could try this. Unique, sassy, fun/funny, sexy, and spontaneous. Does that sound good?
No, I think that was great.
I guess I'm loyal and nice. I have a lot of words.
Now, your grandparents were performers, right?
They were, yeah. They were, they're in their 90s now, early 90s, but they were with Perry Como and Fred Waring. They were with RCA Records for over 30 years. And they grew up, my dad grew up in Woodstock, New York, so it's like an arty part of New York. Do you know the area, upstate?
Well, yeah, isn't that kind of where they had Woodstock, like the concert?
Right, it was supposed to be in actual Woodstock, but I think there was a storm or something, so they had to change locations last minute, but it was still called the Woodstock Concerts.
Now, were they successful, or were they just lifelong musicians with a passion?
They were fairly successful in their day, yes, as far as I know. They talk about it like it's just normal, so I don't really get a lot out of them. I don't know, but the pictures they see it, like I've seen pictures of them. They were on the first ever TV shows, like black and white. The film, they're like rolling with their hands. It's really cool. All their artwork. My grandpa makes anything out of anything. Like they're just very creative people.
BC, what's one thing you'd like to do before you're dead and gone?
I want to go to Europe.
You've never been across the pond?
Never been to Europe.
Wow.
I know. I'm saving it for tour, I think. Subconsciously.
I think there's a pretty good chance that'll happen.
I think so. I'm thinking that might happen soon, too, hopefully.
BC, favorite animal you could never legally keep as a pet?
A chimpanzee. Is that, you probably couldn't legally have one of those.
I think you
Well, I guess
probably
Michael
could,
Jackson.
though.
Maybe like a panther.
I can see a panther being a pretty crappy pet.
Yeah. Or an elephant. That'd be kind of fun.
Where the hell are you going to keep an elephant?
I don't know. You said it's illegal. It's not realistic.
What grosses you out the most? What's the one thing in the entire world you're like, oh my God?
Oh my God. Mushrooms.
Like mushrooms you eat?
Yeah.
You just can't take them?
Yeah, I can't. I thought I'd grow into them. I grew into onions, but I didn't grow into mushrooms. They just disgust me.
All right, so no mushrooms. It's 90 degrees. It's the middle of August, and I'm about to fill a pool up with lunch meat. What kind of lunch meat would you like to swim around in?
Low-fat turkey.
Low-fat turkey. Nice. Kind of cliche, but I'm interested to see how you'd answer it. Love at first sight. Do you believe in it?
I believe in lust at first sight. I think that you get lucky sometimes and you get love and you're like, oh, we knew it. But I think it's lust at first sight.
I think that's a pretty good answer. I think it's a lot better than what I would have said. Now, before I let you go, I know it's kind of a no-fly zone, but Beyonce, If I Were a Boy, the song you wrote, she took. Is there anything we could say about that?
I mean, I can admit that I wrote it, and I mean, it's not supposed to, I mean, yeah. It's a song that I wrote, and it was a really personal song. I was going through a really bad breakup, and that song was my therapy, and and now Beyonce's singing it, but I can still, sing it as well. So it's all been good, and it's gotten a lot of great feedback, and it's really helping me with people noticing me as an artist and knowing that I have other songs now, and checking my MySpace, and I'm getting a lot of great feedback, and it's feeling really good, and I'm having a good time. So I'm just trying to use it while I can this time and, get working.
I think you sing it better personally, but I think it's a great springboard for your career.
It's hard for new artists right now, or anytime, but right now especially.
No one's really encouraging creativity or being original.
Yeah, not at all.
Well, BC, I got to go. Good luck. And before I let you go, any shameless plugs? Is there anything in particular you'd like to touch on?
Oh, goodness, yeah. I would just like to say, check out my MySpace, write comments, BC Jean at MySpace blog, and just check it out. I don't know. There's nothing else to say. Just let people hear it and let them decide for themselves, and I would love to keep this going. I'm having so much fun, and it's been a great opportunity so far. Great experience so far, I guess, right?
Definitely. Good luck.
Thank you so much.